Hello and welcome to Dungeon Arcade Kids. My name is Adam. I will be your host for the evening, your dungeon guide, if you will. I don't like to call myself a master. To my left, we have our first player, and his name is Michael. Michael, if you would introduce yourself and your character, please give us just a little rundown.
Hello, I am Michael, and I am playing Asher, the 12-year-old ranger.
Perfect. Directly in front of me, we have Alex. Alex, give me a little intro of your character.
Hey, I am Ella Silverridge, a 12-year-old gnome rogue girl.
Good. And to my right, coming around the table, we have Nate. Nate, give me a little intro, please.
I am Nathan, and I am playing Dashner, the werewolf fighter.
The werewolf fighter. How old is Dashner?
11 years old. He turns 12 in a month and 8 days.
A month and 8 days. Appreciate you keeping track of that.
Yep.
I thought it was closer than that.
No, I mean, we haven't recorded in like a month and a half.
We haven't recorded in a month and a half.
I think he would have been 12 at this point if we like did a day per episode or something. But,
in real time.
Yeah.
Majora's Mask style podcast.
I love that you went Majora's Mask because I went the hit TV show 24.
I had that thought too.
The following events take place in real time. Okay. Perfect. Dungeon Arcade is an actual play D&D style podcast. Nope. I don't know how to say things.
Boy, it has been a while.
It's been a while, guys. So we all are playing in the Disc world, what it's known as. The Disc world is a world created by the author Terry Pratchett. He created this fantasy world several years ago and has been writing books for it for like 20 some odd years. He died a couple years back, but I really love the series. I love the world that he created and wanted to share it and record an actual playstyle podcast in it. Michael has read 2 of the books, and Alex and Nate have not read any of them. So the only introduction of Pratchett that they have is through this podcast, which is exceptionally skewed and bad. I mean, the podcast isn't bad. It's just like, I'm not Terry Pratchett. Like that's what I'm getting at here, guys.
Yeah, I follow.
So it goes without saying that all of the actual trademark copyrighted things are owned by the Terry Pratchett estate. We're using this without their permission, and we're terribly sorry. Please don't sue us. Thank you.
You would love it, though, if you listen to it. It's a great honor for you, Mr. Pratchett and family.
No, he died. He's dead.
Requiescat in pace.
I'm sure he's listening to it wherever he is.
In heaven.
Well, he's a humanist, so I don't think he's in heaven, or at least he doesn't believe he's in heaven. So,
okay.
Where'd humanists go? Do they just stay here?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know that much about humanists.
The space of an 11-year-old right now, and this isn't the type of existential crises they think about.
Perfect. Like I said, it's been about a month and a half since we recorded. We have some scheduling issues. No one's fault of their own, Michael. And he got a really great opportunity, guys. We can't blame him. It's okay. That being said, though, where we just left off, which was a choice cliffhanger, and the audience isn't going to notice this. We could actually just pretend like this break never happened because we released our episodes so sparse out. But this is the honesty that we bring to you. Who remembers what happened?
There was a safe, and I remember feeling like an idiot because you said there was a hint on a wall, and I started looking in a drawer or like on a book or something.
Yes,
that's about it.
Listening to you guys solve that riddle was it was quite fun. I mean,
what did you call him? Like
Thomasa.
Thomasa.
Listen, I read it phonetically.
You did. I appreciate that.
You did a good job.
Does anybody remember why you are trying to break into the safe or are breaking into the safe? Because
we need a jewel for some sketchy crime lord or something.
Gem for a sketchy crime lord. Anybody remember his name?
The Black Spider.
Is it Drezapir?
Wow, Nate.
Pier? Is it Pier or Pierce?
I have that written on the bottom of my character sheet.
Drezapir.
About it. Yeah, Drezapir is what I have written there. I also have Capgris spelled incorrectly on the bottom of it, so take that with a grain of salt.
At least you know. So Drezapir is a kind of scummy character that we just met who is planning on overthrowing the patrician who is the ruler. That's not the right. He's technically the official of Ankh-Morpork, the city where most of our adventures all of our adventures taken place in so far.
Oh, so far.
So yeah,
Foreshadowing.
this is also a sort of audition for you guys. You're breaking into the Holfo's house, who is a very well-off person of society. Dashner knows of him, has met him probably a couple of times, but not anything else. You guys spent a long time planning this too. I remember that now.
Yeah, maybe a little too long, but whatever.
Yeah. So, without further ado, let's 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 reel in this cliffhanger. I don't know. Let's pull it in. Let's build a bridge over this cliff.
Let's just jump off the cliff.
Let's build a bridge over the cliff. How about that? So,
where did I put my character sheet? I already lost it. Found it. Okay, we're good.
So you find yourselves looking into the safe behind the bookshelf. What you thought was going to be a small lockbox built into the house has turned out to be an entire room. As you take a step into the room, nothing really happens. You see a table, you see scrolls laying on that table, but then as you take a few more steps further into the room, runes on the wall begin glowing. In the light, you can see the room is roughly 10 feet by 15 feet, about the size of a decent-sized bedroom, I'd say. Well, not decent-sized, an okay bedroom. It has bookshelves, filing cabinets, crates lining the walls, all of them brimming with these antique artifacts. That table in the middle of the room also has a light, magnifying glasses, resting places for antique objects to keep them from being damaged. And on that scroll is every object that's in this room, where that object is located in this room, the purpose of some of the objects, and the value of those objects. The objects range from antique collectibles and art to tools of destruction, weapons, magical artifacts, things of that nature. What we know about the gem is that it was... Sorry.
We're really good at this.
What we know about the gem is that its purpose is either for communicating with people long distances, teleportation of some sort, or something like that. We have a general idea of what the gem does. We know it's a magical artifact. Cool. If you are looking over the list of things, you come across, there's a couple of gems that could meet that description. There's one gem that is for communication of sorts. There's another gem that is designed to that claims to move people from one location to another. And there's a little parenthetically next to that, unproven. And then there is a third gem that it allows people to move through walls, is what it says. And then parenthetically it says further testing required.
Ella goes to the list and finds the thing with the highest value.
Just the thing with the highest value, not the thing you're looking for.
Correct.
Okay, there is we'll call it a painting. How about that? There's a painting written or painted by a very obscure painter. You don't recognize them at all. It's the description says of a beautiful landscape. It's an aerial looking down over this waterfall. That's what the description says. It says it's in one of the crates behind you. And are you going to look for it, or are you just looking for it on the scroll?
Okay. Hey guys, it looks like this scroll has everything that's in this room. Why don't you see if you can find the gem? I'll look back here. And she goes to the crate.
Okay.
I think that Dashner is just gonna go see like what the quote unquote coolest like magical items and like artifacts are, like what has maybe the most, like, I don't want to say like the most magical effect, but like
which of these things is the most magic?
Like some of the things that are like the moving through walls thing, it sounds pretty cool to him. Like he's just gonna see what other stuff like that is in here. I think.
Yeah. On the scroll, you see there is a let's call it an axe. There's an axe listed. It's known as Abram's axe. It says that it can be used to decapitate one's enemy in a single swing, slice through the doors of any castle. It makes a nice home.
Where is that?
Oh, it's off to your right. It's actually hanging on the wall. You see it. It's a pretty nice looking axe. It seems fairly decorative. There's some detailing on the iron itself. The handle is covered in leather to help with blisters, things of that sort. It's low enough on the wall that you could reach it on your own if you wanted to.
Man, the inner video game player and RPG player of me really is take the axe, but then I remember that I'm an 11-year-old kid and I probably don't need to decapitate a man. So
you're getting involved in a dangerous sort. I'm just saying.
That's true.
Does anybody remember what you're getting out of this heist?
No. Oh, isn't it like a job interview?
So it is a job interview. You're trying to basically get more jobs with him, or he's trying to make you part of his crew in essence. He also, because you guys pushed him on wanting actual something, says that you can take something from his treasury, which is where he holds his valued objects. And that's all we really know about that. So what's in that treasury? None of you have a clue.
Okay. Yeah. Where's the gem that lets people move through walls?
The gem that lets people move through walls is hidden in a filing cabinet, actually. It's in the top drawer, which you can't quite reach. You can open the cabinet, but to actually look inside the cabinet, you need to pull up a chair.
Okay, I kind of want to take that.
Okay. So you pull up a chair, you get that. Let's jump over to Asher. What is your instinct here?
To find something that I could have fun with.
Hey, be any more vague for me.
I don't know. But is there anything in here that would let me move things with my mind?
Move things with your mind. I'm going to say actually no, there's not anything in here that lets you move something with your mind. There is something that will let you it can let you diagnose, is what it says, problems with plant life.
Make you a plant doctor.
That's interesting. The problem is I don't know enough about plants to actually fix those problems. So
you can at least learn about plants.
No, I don't have that knowledge right now, so Asher doesn't care.
Okay. Do you want to look for something else, or do you want to, or does this sort of, because if you want to, we can take the time. I just want to emphasize that the longer you guys take in here, the more likelihood that you guys get walked in on as well.
Right.
So
you guys can take all the time you want to look through this room, but you are technically speaking on a time crunch.
As Asher doesn't see anything that immediately catches his attention, he's just going to start looking for what we came here for.
Okay. So you know that Dash went and looked at the axe and then went and looked at for the gem that allows people to disappear. Do you want to go look at one of the other gems, or do you want to help Dash get that?
I'm going to go look at one of the other gems.
Okay. Which one? There's the one that lets people talk great distances, or the one that says it can teleport people but is untested?
The teleport one.
Okay. That one is on
the teleport one.
That one's in the corner of the room. When you first walk through the door, it's on the left side. There is a bookshelf, and it's sitting on you know how if you have a prize baseball, it's sitting on one of those 3 spiked things. It's sitting on one of those basically. It's a round gem about the size of we'll say a smaller apple. It's colored green and doesn't seem anything particularly special about it. It's not carved in any particularly fun way, but it's just, it's there.
Arc 2 is going to be we accidentally hit that gem over a fence and we have to get it back so our stepdad will like us. And we fight a big dog to get it.
The big dog.
I have a whole romance arc ready for the Holfo patriarch and your mom. So
yikes.
Let's actually, now we're talking to Ella. Let's go over to Ella. You want to roll an investigation check really quick for me to see how quickly you can find this painting. Again, like I said, Give it enough time, you will find this painting. It's just a matter of how quickly you actually get to it.
You know what? I'd love to roll such a check. Okay, it's a 5 altogether.
Yeah, you don't find it right away.
Yep.
In fact, Dash in this time has gotten his gem. Ash has gotten his gem, and now they're looking at you. Hey, did you find whatever gem it was you were looking for in that crate?
Did you guys get it?
I mean,
I've got a gem.
Yeah, I have one also. There's still one left.
Okay, see if you can find that other one. I'm looking down here too.
Oh,
I mean,
You
this
know,
thing tells you where it is.
yeah.
I know. There's a 4th one on the very back. Just let me keep looking.
Let me look. So maybe I can help you.
Okay.
And I look at the paper, trying to
Dash-
see.
Ella sticks her head
Or
back
like,
down
yeah.
in there.
I walk over and flip the paper over. I'm like, there's not a 4th gem on the back.
Can I look again?
Yeah, absolutely. No, like here's the thing. Like in making this decision, when like you're getting the painting, like you don't need to roll again. You're going to find this painting. Like I said, it's just you're not going to find it right away, and it's drawing attention to them.
That's all right.
Are there any things on the list that might help us get out of the house quickly and unseen by any chance?
You have a rock that can let us walk through walls.
Okay. Well, you also have one.
Besides the 3 gems that are used.
I know. Well, yours is untested though, which is why I'm a little worried about using a teleportation gem. And then I'm the only one that can walk through the wall. So, like, I mean, I guess that could.
Is it
make
only
that work,
you,
but-
or
I mean, there's
it could
no
be
way of knowing.
contact? As long as we're touching you, it might let us through.
Hey, Dash, I have another question for you. How do you use this gem?
I just kind of assume. I feel okay. That might actually be what Dash is spending his time doing, is testing out, like, walking into walls, trying to figure out how to make this thing work.
Okay, give me an investigation roll again. We'll just count this as sort of a timer for you. Like, see if you can figure out how to make this work.
Okay. That is a 19 altogether.
Yeah. Okay. So you're going to run into the wall a few times, and eventually you will make this work. In the meantime, Ash, are you going to go looking for another gem, or are you going to help Ella try to find the gem that she's supposedly looking for?
I'm gonna go look for another gem.
Okay. The last gem is going to be in one of the crates behind you, not the crate that Ella is looking in, but the crate next to it. Again, easy to find, no problem whatsoever. Ella, you come across a painting that you're looking for. It's about the size of a large book, I would say, standard size textbook. It's wrapped in paper, but there's a tear through it that lets you kind of see what the painting is about and the author, or the painter. Why do I keep saying author? The creator of the work.
Yeah, she grabs it. And does anybody carry like a bag or anything? I guess we all kind of carry a bag, right?
Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, I would assume everyone has a bag. It's not weird.
Yeah.
And this would definitely fit in a bag. It's not
Okay.
Well, it probably wouldn't fit in your bag, Ella.
Right. Ash is right next to me, right?
Yes.
Ella kind of nudges him. Hey, I really want this too. Can you just put it in your bag for me?
Why do you want it?
I just think it's beautiful. It's no big deal. Come on. Ash,
I mean, we
come
came
on.
here for rocks.
Right, and we got the rocks. They're not even going to notice this is gone.
They might notice.
We're robbing them already. Just put it in.
All right. Put it in my bag.
Thank
Love
you.
this. Perfect. So you guys have
Quick
all-
question.
Yep.
Just so I know for actual gameplay purposes, how does the rock work? Like, does it have to be holding it, or like, what is the...
So what you know is that holding onto the rock, concentrating on the rock, you can walk through walls.
Cool.
Whether it works with multiple people or not has yet to be tested.
Okay.
And like what exactly makes it work or anything sort of like that, who really knows?
Okay, cool. I just didn't know if it was like I have to be holding it, or it just has to be like on my person. I didn't want to like try to use it and then mess something up.
Yeah. Well, I guess I would. So here's what I would assume, that you probably tested it holding onto it in your hand. Do you think that Dash would have like tried it other ways after it worked? Would he have tried to put it in his pocket or his bag or something like that?
Probably not. He might at a later time when it's not so we need to get out. But honestly, we didn't try that out.
Perfect. And what we know about it is that holding on to it, concentrating on it, you can walk through walls.
Yeah.
Which you did one time.
Cool.
Did we see this happen at all?
You may have heard me thump into a wall a couple times, but
you definitely saw him bump into the walls. Once it happens, how do you react, Dash?
Probably panicking a little bit in the other room, just like initial shock. And then like, honestly, I think the scene is he would like kind of like just stick his head through a tiny bit and like try to scare like Ella or Ash or someone and just like freak him out a tiny bit.
Okay. So you use it once to find out that it can be done. Use it a second time to poke through the wall, just your head, and say Ella's name or Dash, or do you say something specific? Or
I think I just pop up like right next to Ella. She has her head in the trunk and just go like, boo, or something like that, right in her ear or something.
Okay, can you move the portals on the wall now too?
What?
Ella, how would you react?
How can you stick your head through the wall right next to me if that's not where you exited?
I mean, if the room is like, I can walk through any part of a wall. So like if I knew where you were in the other room and just kind of stuck my head right there.
All right, whatever.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, this is actually a valid point because the room that I've constructed has the study, and then you walk through the door. On the opposite wall is where they are.
Oh, dang. I guess I just walk back through the wall then, excited. I don't scare Ella then, dang.
Okay, so I think that, yeah, Ella is so engrossed in getting this painting that she did not notice that Dash ever left.
Okay.
We're doing like a Hobbit, no one knows he has the ring deal now.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So Capgris has been unusually quiet as he's standing in the middle of the room on top of the table. He is looking above the door. And as you guys sort of turn around, you've collected all the things you're going to collect. You turn around and see Capgris staring. You follow his gaze, and what you see is a symbol that looks sort of like a spoken wheel. There's an outer circle, and then there are inner spokes, but none of the inner spokes actually reach like the outer circle. They come to an end point, so it's I should have drawn this. This would be harder or easier to explain. So there's basically there is an outer circle. There's a very tiny circle in the middle, and then coming from that circle in the middle are a series of lines that meet at a cross point. So basically, it looks like a bunch of T's stuck to the inner circle. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Hey, Capgris, what is that?
Capgris, it takes a minute for him to actually notice that you're talking to him, and then shakes it out, looks at you and says, that's a symbol for Astos. And he looks around and he sees that you guys are holding the gems, and he says, we need to put this down, and we need to leave right now.
Why?
But I can walk through walls now.
I can teleport, maybe.
He points to the symbol, and he says, that's Astos. He's so okay. We're all friends, right? Like we're all friends.
That's a stretch, but at least acquaintances.
Yeah,
Yes, we are.
I'm with her.
Good enough
We
for
are
me.
friends.
So
Okay, sure.
I have sort of a checkered past. I know, shocking, right? But
Yeah.
I kind of owe this a couple demons money, and he sort of trails off, staring at the symbol, and then comes back. And Astos is one of those demons, and he's kind of a not good dude. Like he's not a good demon. Like he's a good demon, but he's not a good demon. Does that make sense?
I totally
just need to leave.
I mean, would he know if we took his fancy rocks?
I don't know why this guy has the symbol of Astos here, but like this isn't. I'm not like, and Capgris just like he looks at the three of you again, and he says, and points to the gems, like, put the gems down, and we're gonna get the fuck out of here.
Capgris, it was your idea that we took this job with this guy, and now we're here doing it. We're deep in it. We're almost there, and now you're telling us to back out of it.
We're about to be in some serious, deep shit.
Well, what do you think will happen if we don't complete this job?
I don't know, but what I do know is that Dreza Pier, whatever the fuck his name is, isn't a goddamn demon sultan.
Would he know if we took his axe at least?
I don't know if this stuff actually belongs to him or not, or if he just like guards the treasury for this like rich person or what, but I don't want to be involved with this.
Okay, guys, fine. Put the rocks down.
No.
Wait, did you say no, Ash?
He did.
No.
Dashner's looking like back and forth between Capgris and Asher, like, what should I do?
Capgris finally looks at the three of you and he says, "Okay, fine. I don't care what you guys do. Okay, just don't come crying to me when you're faced with eternal tormentation because you guys just had to steal from fucking Asthos." And then he disappears.
Good job, Asher.
This is the first time I think I've ever gotten rid of him.
That's a really fair point.
Wait, did we just solve our demon problem?
I think so.
I think we may have done it. All right, team. I mean,
Well, that was easy.
I mean, I guess we could just like put the rocks down and go home.
No.
Right? Like,
no. Let's
No?
bring the rocks.
Putting the rocks down and going home might bring him back.
Oh shit, you're right.
Listen, we whatever Capgris is saying about this guy, we agreed to do a job with this person, and I'm not about to back out of a job.
Fine.
Let's just get out of here. Come on.
All right.
She takes off towards the door.
Wait, hang on.
What?
We've already. I was gonna test if multiple people can go through the walls thing and just go through the wall back to like the
She's
study or
already
whatever.
running.
Okay. Hey Ash, grab onto my arm real quick.
Okay.
I try walking through the wall.
This is the second time that you've tried this now, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then you get through and you're holding on to Ash's arm, and Ash doesn't make it through.
Got it. Okay. Well, that answers that question.
Guys, let's go.
On it.
Perfect. So you guys are leaving the safe. As you guys leave, you hear the safe. Tomasa, as we know his name now. Thomas A.
Thomasa. It's completely phonetic.
Tomasa.
Tho. It's a th.
Thomasa.
Thomasa.
That's what it was.
Tomasa.
Like if Thomas was pronounced phonetically.
Yep. Okay, so Thomas A. As you guys walk through the door, the runes go out, and Thomas A. His voice comes over or comes out of the wall and says, "Are you guys leaving?
Shut
now?
the hell up, Thomasa. Let's go."
Do you want me to lock the safe for you? And he just kind of trails off. Say sure.
Yeah.
Perfect. The door starts sliding closed, and then the bookshelf over top of it, making it so it looks like you guys were never there. Cool. You guys walk through the study, then out into the hallway. Presumably, you check before you go out into the hallway. You don't see anybody. If you guys remember, you guys are there's a landing up here basically, and it sort of forms a U. You guys are at the opposite so where the opening is in the U, that's where the stairs are. You guys are on the opposite side of that opening. Basically on the opposite side of the stairs. Easy peasy.
Oh, they still think that I'm in the bathroom, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Yep.
Okay, guys, wait right here, and then when I give the signal, you'll know, and we'll get out.
Okay.
Ella goes into the bathroom and flushes really fast, and then kind of saunters down the stairs, kind of sniveling.
And I totally forgot you had permission to even like be in the house.
Yep.
Totally forgot.
So you come on. You come down the stairs. As you turn to your left, there in the living room is one of the maids who was helping you out before. She was sort of making her way towards the stairs, like she was about ready to come check on you. She sees you and she says, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I was just coming to make sure you were okay. How are you doing, sweetie?"
It's this just been so stressful. I think it's really just affecting my digestive system. It's been just such a hard day.
Well, is there anything else we can do for you? Do you want some more food or?
No, thank you so much. I think, can you and all your friends just walk me out? If you just point me in the right direction back towards town, I think I can get the rest of the way there. I was really worked up, and I think I've got a better head on my shoulders now, but I'm still a little nervous. If you just I need some company.
Well, if you want, we can call the watch for you, and they can send someone to take you back to wherever your home is.
That's okay. I think I can make it back.
Okay. And she grabs there's another maid that's with her, which was, I believe, the only other maid in the house. Whatever happens, this works. She grabs all the other maids and they take you out on the porch. And
thank you so much for leading me away from the inside of the home.
Hey Ash, that kind of sounds like a signal. I think we should go.
Yep, let's go.
All right.
They give you hugs. They say, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Like, let us know if you ever need anything else," and point you back towards the town center. And in that time, Ash and Dash will. One of you who has both of you. How about both of you guys roll a sneak for me?
Oh boy,
sneaky sneak.
A stealth check.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a 14.
Yeah. Michael.
A 6.
Ooh. So you make it all the way to the kitchen before Ash knocks over a bunch of pans and pots, makes a bunch of noise, and you hear the maids coming into the house and start running towards the kitchen.
Just run. Just go.
And you guys have plenty of time to actually make it out of the house, but you do not go unnoticed. Or at least they know that something was in the house. Perfect. So you guys make it out of the house. You, Ella, were you guys planning on meeting somewhere? Do you guys want to go immediately back to Dreza?
Probably.
Yeah, I imagine they would catch up with Ella pretty quickly.
Okay, perfect. So you guys meet back up, high five each other, a successful plan. Is there anything that you guys wanted to talk about, or is there something, or can we just move on to the meet up with Dreza?
Hey, you guys give your rocks to him first, or I guess Ash, you give your rock to him first and see if that's the right one, because if it is, I'm definitely keeping this wall rock.
Okay.
Sweet.
Any of you guys know a good fence?
I mean, I've seen lots of fences in my time.
A fence is someone who buys stolen things.
No, a fence is definitely just like a big wall, but like made of like wood.
All right. Asher definitely hasn't found any fences.
Nope. I mean, I don't really know any. I haven't really needed to steal anything or sell the stolen goods before, so.
I bet Dreza does. Hey, Ash, can you give me my package back?
Yeah.
And she kind of displays it proudly. This thing right here?
Yeah.
Most valuable thing on the list.
Dash, how do you feel about this? This is your first time seeing the object, and now you all know that it's the most valuable thing on the list.
Yeah. Hey, weren't we like only supposed to take the rocks?
Yep.
And didn't you like not take a rock?
Yeah, well, look at this. This thing right here, more than all those rocks put together.
What if our 2 rocks aren't the right rocks?
I asked you guys to get the rocks, so that's on you.
Not really.
I've got 2 rocks.
Yeah, Ash has got 2 rocks.
Did he get the other one?
Yeah, he did.
More than enough rocks for all of us. And don't worry, I'll cut you in on my profits here.
I don't really. Okay, whatever. Let's just go.
Perfect. You guys head back towards Dreza's hideout. It's down the alley, right near the Rangers Guild, I believe.
Woo!
The Texas Rangers Guild?
Yeah, the Texas
The one.
Rangers Guild. That's.
Hi, Walker.
Can we make Asher just trying to be Walker, Texas Rangers?
The entire time I'm here, I'm just trying to get Walker to take me on as an apprentice.
Yeah, it's just he's trying to get Walker.
Just really want to learn how to do a roundhouse kick. That's it.
I love that. That's really good. Yeah. So you guys head down the alleyway. You meet up with man, what was his name?
I don't know if he had one.
Yeah, I don't feel like he had a name. Meet up with the guy who originally told you about the.
Yeah, the guy in the suit.
Yes, he was wearing a very cheap suit. Yeah, I don't have his name written down anywhere. Let's just assume we don't know his name.
There's nothing cheap about that suit. It was a suit. It's very official.
Well, it let us know that he wasn't a demon hunter, so
Yeah. Possibly a lawyer.
possibly a lawyer, which equally
He's a lawyer, then we're screwed.
Man, that's a really good Pratchett reference. Okay, so you meet up with him. He lets you guys in, and Dreza's standing there. It's been a day, right? You guys took a day to plan and then actually commit the heist. It wasn't the same day.
Wait, is it past
It was the
midnight
same
right
day.
now?
It was the same day.
Oh, it was
Oh,
the same
dang.
day. You guys did it the same day. Okay, perfect.
Needed to make sure I didn't
You
need
guys-
mark a day.
Yeah, I was trying to remember how much time had passed for this, but yeah, that actually holds up. You guys enter into the into the hideout of Dreza. Dreza is standing there, looks up from his whatever he's reading, sees you guys walk in and says, "You guys are back already?"
Yep.
We work fast.
And you have the gem. And right as right as he says that, Capgras pops up again, looks at you, all three of you guys, just like the most disgusted look he can muster, and says, "I can't believe you guys actually took the gems after I explicitly asked you not to. Total betrayal of trust here." Which doesn't faze Dreza at all, because Dreza doesn't see him.
I reach into my pack, pull out the gem that allows you to talk to people far away.
You
And
hand it to Dreza. Dreza examines it. He says, "This is nice, but it's not exactly what we were looking for."
That's right. We just wanted to show that one off. Show him the real one.
He had multiple gems. We weren't exactly sure which one you were wanting. And then I pull out the other one that allows you to teleport, maybe.
It allows you to teleport?
Teleport, maybe.
Maybe.
It was untested.
He grabs a gem from you and he holds it up to the light and he looks at it and he says, "You guys are good, and you deliver more than you promised. It looks like. Probably make use of this other one too, but this is a real beauty we got here."
It's not the one you wanted, though, is it?
No, this is the one. Was there another one? Do you guys have another gem for
Just
me?
the two. We were just really hoping that we didn't have to go back.
Okay. Well, no. This is what we were hoping for.
Cool.
So we can talk, teleport. This should really advance the plot. So thank you very much for that. And he walks. He stands up, goes around to the front of the desk, and sort of punches down a little bit to meet you guys at eye level. And he says, "You guys did good. We'll be calling on your services again." He stands
Hey,
back up and he walks back to his desk.
hey, Dreza. So a couple things. One, you promised us a selection from your stash. So let's deal with that. And then also, as a professional thief, my old fence got killed. Do you know any other ones? I just may be in need of some services every once in a while,
He sort of he side eyes Ash and Dash, then he looks back at Ella and he says, "Did you steal something else from the vault?"
Listen, Dreza, we're all professionals here. There's you know that everybody's in it for their own gain too. Yeah, I did.
he, he just continues staring at you, and he says, "So you stole something else, which is fine, and now you're asking me to fence it for you."
I don't need you necessarily to fence it for me, but if you just know someone who maybe could help me out with that, like I said, my old one died.
You see him thinking, and he says, "Tell you what, for my half of the deal, I'll fence your whatever it is for you, or I'll let you have access to the treasury, and you can find your own fence."
This is just her, right? Like we can still pick some stuff out.
No, this is the deal. You all operate as a unit.
Oh,
Then we're gonna go with treasury.
Yeah, I'll find my own fence.
yeah, I agree.
All right. He stands up, walks around his desk. He takes you through a door on his right, which basically would be the opposite of where you guys sort of enter into the hideout from. Takes you down a long hallway. He unlocks another door, and in it is what he calls the treasury. It's lined floor to ceiling with mostly books. There are a couple chests that are unopened, so you have no idea what's in them. And a couple of like clothing items. There are boots, gloves, things like that are all probably too big for you, but there are a few things that would fit you guys. He leans up against the door frame and he says, "Have at it. One item each."
I really don't know where to begin with this.
I go and open a chest just
Okay.
to see what's inside.
So there are, let's say, 3 chests in the whole room. And the first one that you open, it's mostly sweaters. A lot of really good sweaters. You open another one, and in it you find a selection of armaments. So just like shields and things to protect your wrists with, things like that to keep you from getting cut. And then in the third one, there are a few objects that are, they look like they're very valuable. They're gold, they have jewels encrusted in them. They're just things like that. And they're just kind of thrown into this chest here.
Is any of these clothing items magical in any way, shape, or form?
Are you asking me or are you asking Treza?
I'm asking Dreza.
Treza kind of smirks at you and he says, "Pretty much everything in here is."
Really?
Yeah. And he points to a pair of boots, and he says, "These boots over here actually will allow you to jump pretty much 10 feet in the air, give or take." I don't wear them very much because if you've ever fallen from 10 feet, it's it's not the most pleasant thing in the world. So, yeah. And then he walks to the other side of the room and he says, "In here," and he points to the chest that's full of sweaters, and he says, "These sweaters actually make you more dexterous." And he pulls out one in particular, and he says, "This one will actually shrink to fit." That's pretty cool. It's really just, you get it right, get it fitting right. It's really nice. And then he opens up the.
Wait, is that the only magical ability it has? Is it'll shrink to fit the wearer?
Yeah.
It is the most comfortable, perfectly fitting sweater you will ever wear.
Oh yeah, it's perfectly fitting. He opens up another one and he says, "This the middle chest that you looked at that had all the armaments on it." And he pulls out a shield and he says, "This shield will absorb all of the damage it takes," which is pretty cool. Back when I was in the military, but not.
Isn't that like what a shield does? Is it blocks all the damage it
Oh
takes?
no, but you won't even feel it. Like it's. Have you ever been hit by a troll club?
No, I'm a child.
Okay, well. Fun fact about troll clubs: the impact from the club is actually way more damaging than the club itself. You got one of these shields, You don't even notice the impact. And then he moves over to the chest that has all of the jewelry and things like that in it, and he pulls out a one of the rings and he puts it on his finger, and he completely disappears. And then he
Dibs.
pulls it off, and he's like, "Invisibility ring, how cool is
Dibs.
that?"
Dibs.
Nope. Dibs. Double dibs.
Are you serious? You're gonna double dibs me? This one's mine.
What? Hang on. What else is there? This is more up our alley. What else you got in that jewelry box?
He kind of smiles and he says, "What are you looking for?"
That invisibility thing is mine. I
He
dibs
tosses
it.
you the ring.
Thank you.
Dang it.
What kind of bows do you have?
Like hair bows or
Like
Bow
a long
ties?
bow.
long bows. Gotcha. He walks over to one of the bookcases. He grabs one edge of it, he pulls it, and it opens up like a door. And inside there is a bunch of hanging items, and a lot of those are actually bows. He walks in and he says, little known fact about the finest bows in the world is you actually want to keep them hanging. It helps yeah, you get it. And he just keeps walking into the room.
Yep. Totally get it.
Rich world building.
Yeah, he pulls out one bow and he hands it to you, and he says, "This bow I actually acquired from a ranger back in my mercenary days. He pretty much could hit anything that he wanted to with this. Said it was magically attuned, whatever the word is. I don't know. I was a pretty good shot myself, and not really much of a bowman, but seems to work all right. Is that good enough?" What does Ash think about this bow? You're holding this bow. I'll describe the bow a little bit for you. How about that? It's a nice bow. It's black. It seems like it's like every bow that you've had up to this point has been made of wood, or every bow that you've seen up to this point has been made of wood. This one, it feels like it's made of wood, but it looks like it's made up of something else entirely. It seems black. It's almost reflective. It almost seems like it's made up of a shiny stone, like an onyx stone or something like that. It doesn't, but again, like it doesn't feel like it's made up of that, and it feels very flexible but strong. It's a nice bow.
I'll take it.
Perfect. And then he walks over to Dash and he says, "What are you looking for?"
What kind of like swords do you have?
He eyes you up and down. He says, I think I got something that might work for you. He rummages, he goes up to a different bookshelf. He pulls it open, and it are swords of just all of different kinds. And he says, he pulls out one that is kind of shorter than the rest. And he grabs the tip of it and he bends the whole sword and then flicks it back, and it completely regains its shape. And he hands it to you and he says, "So this is kind of a specialty of, well, you don't need to know the story. There are some people who live on the other side of the disc who they make these swords that are flexible. They're made out of this really strong steel, but they're basically hollow inside. So it makes these really strong vibrations, which makes it a stronger sword. Not just in terms of how strong the blade is, but also in terms of the damage it does to people. It does extra bludgeoning damage, basically."
I'll take it.
Perfect. He ushers you guys out of the room. He makes sure that you all get like a hilt or not a hilt, a sheath for the sword. He gives you a quiver. Ash, he doesn't fill it with arrows, but he gives you a quiver. And Ella, he looks at you and he says, "Now that ring isn't going to fit on your finger. Do you want me to have my jeweler resize it for you?
Oh, I didn't think about that.
You should wear it as a bracelet.
Nah, it's not that big.
I guess. I mean, I need to put it on, so.
He takes you into one of his other rooms. He has you measured, make sure he knows what size ring you're wearing, and then he tells you to come back tomorrow. It'll be ready for you then. He takes you guys out of the hallway into the main office where you guys were before and says, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship. I will call upon you guys in the future, and well, let's just say I can't wait to do business again.
Here's looking at you, kid.
That'll do big. Perfect. And he nods at his right-hand guy, or at least his assistant, who opens up the door out into the alley, and you guys leave. As you guys are leaving the alley, or leaving the hideout, not Dash. Wow, forgetting names left and right, guys. Capgris.
Whoa, that's a big,
Yeah, I know. Big name.
big difference.
Capgris is standing there leaning up against a wall. He's smoking, and he sees you guys come out, and he says, well, was it worth it?
So far, yeah.
Yeah, nothing bad really has happened.
Cool. We'll see how long that lasts. And he puts out his cigarette, and he looks at you guys and says, so what are we doing tonight?
Listen, Capgris, you have to understand what like a tough spot you put us in, right? We set us up to do this job. We told the guy we'd do the job. And then when we were 95% done with it, you said to stop. Like, what are we supposed to do?
I don't know, maybe trust the demon that's been alive for thousands and thousands of years and knows, who to fuck with and who not to.
We were there though. We had finished the thing.
Yeah, but we hadn't actually done it. So now we're on the hook for this. So this is gonna be great.
Well,
it won't blow up in your faces at all, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, you're a demon too, so you can we'll figure it out.
I'll not ask those. And with
what is with Astos? What makes him this big bad?
he's
damned dude.
Name? Yeah, this book of big bad damn dudes or whatever we pulled out.
Capgris says, look, most demons have their shtick, okay? They're there to bring havoc into the world, maybe hurt a couple people along the way, but they're not looking to take over the world, or they're not looking to, do whatever. Astos wants to be a god. That's his thing.
Yeah,
okay?
let him. Whatever.
And I'm not a god. I understand I'm not a god. I don't want to be a god. That seems like a lot of pressure to me. Okay? Have you ever had someone pray to you? You ever had someone pray to you? It's the worst.
Can't say that I really have. I'm an 11-year-old boy.
Exactly. It's the worst. You get it.
Okay.
Question.
Yeah. What's up, Spike?
How would he know that you are involved? I mean, I could understand him knowing we are involved, but how would he know you were? In which case, he would probably just kill us,
and then I think
you would be free of us.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. We're sort of connected. We're sort of soul bonded, if you will. I don't know how to get this across further. And demons can see that connection. Demons know that we're bonded. Demons know who we're bonded to. And he points to a guy across the way. And he says, you see that guy? That guy's bonded to a demon. Probably didn't realize that, did you?
No.
Can't say I did.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that guy was there.
He's got that look, though.
And actually, the man that he points to starts walking towards you guys a little bit. And Capgris continues on his tirade. He says, see, you guys just don't get it. There's this whole other world you guys aren't seeing or paying attention to.
Capgris.
What, Dash?
Look. And I point at the guy.
Okay, time to go. Start walking away, kind of, sort of.
Capgris sees the guy, and he starts following you guys. And a little bit further down the street, you guys are about to walk in front of an alley, and right as you do, a man steps out in front of you guys and says, where do you think you guys are going?
Oh, sir, I'm lost. It's late at night, and I'm from the gnome home. I've gotten lost. If you could
Yes.
just point me in the right direction, I'll be on my way.
Yeah, it's real cute. Listen, I got to take you in. I think you guys know that.
What?
I got to take you in. Look, you guys think you can steal from Astos and not get and just get away with it? Nah. You got to come with me. Bring that fucking demon of yours too.
Sir,
What's an Astos?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a lost gnome from the gnome home.
In this time, the guy that was coming up the street behind you guys catches up to you, and he is basically blocking your guys' exit. Capgris is standing there and looks at Ash and says, "Do you have any arrows for that thing?" Nope. Oh boy. Cool. And the guy looks at Capgris and he says, "Hey, demon, how about you shut up?"
It's about time
Really?
somebody
Are
told
we in New
him.
York?
We're everywhere, man.
Oh boy.
Can I tell you a secret? I'm not a god. Can I tell you another secret? I am a god. And if you like that content, subscribe to Outwatch, a Survivor rewatch podcast on Apple Podcast and Spotify.
How many episodes can we sneak one of those into?
Oh my god, that was. Tony.